Okay, in this part 2 of selection, we're going to focus now on the from to loop. Okay, so when we've got an object like this, and let's say we want to do a sweep, for example, we want to do it only part way along there. We can't. We can sort of select individual items, and we can control and select using the query right click. We can sort of do stuff like this. But if I want to go and do a sweep along that and try and create a sweep section, it actually doesn't work. So you can't use control in that instance. You need to use shift. So just to take a step back and have a look at what we want to do. So let's say we want to do a sweep that goes from here to here. Okay, so we can select the first curve by just query selecting. That's a quick right click, and then move our cursor over this side, and we can hold down shift, and you can see when it highlights there, we get this from to loop, and it's in red. And if I select it now, then it's going to get the curve going in this direction. If I want the curve to go in the other direction, it's just basically at this point here, I query select, so it's a quick right click, and then once I can see on screen what I want, I left click and I select it. So at that point, if I go and do sweep, I can actually go in and draw my profile with that I want to sweep, and there we go, we've swept part of it. Okay. We can sort of extend that as well. In this case, this item's been created in a single sketch, but we can create it. I've added an additional sketch, and what I want to do this time is I want to go from here around this way and then up there. So again, if I try and do that using control, if I use control to get all, and using query select as well to get all these individual items, I mean, I can certainly select the curves there, but if I do it that way, I'm able to start the sweep feature, but notice it's telling me it's got all these different chains. So if I go and try and do a sweep, it's just basically not going to allow me to go in and sketch. So again, the way we need to do this is using shift. So we select our first curve using the query selection. We hold down shift, we come over to this side, we grab that, and then once we've got that part, we can actually say, well, where do we want to go from there? We want to go up here. Okay, now we've got that curve selected, we can do a sweep, and then we can go in and do our profile that we want. Right, and you can see now I've created that three-dimensional sweep. So that's from to selection.